Dan, how are you? Good?
Very good, sir. How are you, Bishop?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Jan, for being with us.
Thanks, sir.
So, Dan, you served as a state trooper from Massachusetts. How did you become known as the singing trooper?
Well, I did all this singing as a child, and I have two sides of my personality. I actually graduated from a military high school in Virginia, and I decided I wanted to become a United States Marine. And went in the Marine Corps, got out of the Marine Corps, and people who get out of the service find that sometimes the transition to civilian life is, a little bit rocky because you're used to a certain way of life. Well, the Massachusetts State Police, it was a perfect fit. And when I was at the academy, they saw that I had all this experience on my resume of singing. So they asked me to start singing the national anthem and things like that. And then when I got out on the road, I was a road trooper just like everybody else, all the other men and women. And they said, will you come sing this ceremony, this ceremony, this ceremony? And then one thing led to another. Then I started to sing for funerals. And then I learned the funeral mass because I didn't grow up Catholic. I came into the Catholic Church while I was on the state police. But I started singing mass. And who used to attend every single mass, every single funeral was the former governor and first lady of the Commonwealth. You know them as Michael and Kitty Dukakis. Oh. And after one of these masses or a funeral, they took the time to write me a letter. They sent it to my mailbox at the state police barracks. I take it out. And I was actually really nervous because getting a letter right from the governor as a young trooper, I thought I was going to open it up and it was like, you're fired or something. I don't know. But it wasn't. He says, Trooper Kitty and I were at this funeral the other day for this trooper, and we think the music that you provide for the fallen and the families and the departments is a great thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I was really taken aback that the governor of the Commonwealth would take his time to write me this personal letter. Well, I was going to a Pops concert down on the Cape. I enjoyed the Pops just like everybody else. Well, when I was down there, and I wasn't in uniform, I was there as just as one of the patrons. I saw Governor Dukakis and Kitty there, and I said, I'm just going to go right up and I'm going to thank the man. So I walked right up to him. I said, Governor, my name is Danny Clark. I'm a trooper of the Massachusetts State Police. I just want to thank you. And he looks up at me and he says, Kitty, it's the singing trooper. We have to introduce him to Harry. Well, unbeknownst to me, Kitty Dukakis' father was a gentleman by the name of Harry Ellis Dixon. He was first violin under Arthur Fiedler for 50 years. Harry Ellis Dixon and Arthur Fiedler created the Boston Pops. So Harry, Kitty's dad, invited me to sing America the Beautiful with the Boston Pops on the 100th anniversary of the song down Cape Cod. So that's how this whole singing trooper thing got started. Harry and I performed on the Esplanade all through the 90s, and then he passed me off to the great maestro, Keith Lockhart, and then, as they say, that's how the story goes.
I always appreciate your performances, Dan. The minute I saw you on screen, I recognized you. We have a great respect here for troopers, your comrades that serve us. Thank you very much for your service to us here in the Commonwealth. But I got to ask you, did it cause any interesting developments, or was it difficult to meld the two, singing and working on the road?
Well, it really wasn't, because a lot of the guys, and this was kind of a lot of funny situations, especially when I started appearing with the Pops. I took my job as a state trooper very seriously, as all the men and women do. And before we go any further, there's a brand new class that just. And Bishop, if you would please pray for those men and women and all the men and women of law enforcement, but especially the new class. When you're learning this to be a trooper, it's really a huge thing. But when I was out on the job, I wasn't singing in the car. I wasn't doing anything. I was a serious guy. I had the greatest respect for everyone in the Commonwealth, and that was my mission. And then when I got called up, I kind of changed hats. And I remember pulling up to a scene one time when I was a sergeant, and the guy looks at me and goes, "Hey, are you that guy?" I go, "Yeah." "What are you doing?" I heard that you're just sitting. I said, no, I'm here just like you. We're doing this together. So, later on, after the Boston Pops and after I started appearing with, on national television, I got so many requests, it was impossible for me to continue on the road. So I did get put in community service for the last couple of years. And especially after September 11th, there were days, and I'm not exaggerating, there were days when I was doing 3 and 4 ceremonies every day. Wow. And I was crisscrossing the state. So, in the end, it was a different animal because of September 11th. But no, I love being a trooper.
Well, Dan, unfortunately, we're running out of time. Can you tell us about the special that you recorded? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as you know, everything stopped right on St. Patty's Day. And I went right in literally 1 hour before all the businesses shut down. I was in studio and I just threw it right out. It's literally me live with the green screen. I call it God Bless America. And it really is a tribute to our men and women who serve, not in the military, but it was all 4. I did it in 1 hour and then everything shut down.
Well, we're seeing a bit of it right here. Where can people learn more about your work, Dan?
Everything, thesingingtrooper.com. I have an easy contact page. Everything comes right to me or my wife, and we handle everything right here. So thank you very much for having me.
Hey, thanks for your service, and thank you for everything you've done. We're certainly going to remember your daughter who's an EMT and your son who's in the Naval Academy, right?
Yes, sir.
They're in our prayers. Hey, have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
And
you
prayers
too.
for that new class, Dan. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Outstanding. Thank
God
you.
bless. Bye.